Hey everyone, it's Deborah, and I bought a kit off of Amazon. It is a DIY bookmark making kit, and let's try it. So it did come with the tassels, it came with the bookmarks. These are actually 5mm bookmarks. And then it also came with a little hole punch, which is interesting. So let's try it. I am warming up my Amazon laminator, and this one does have 3mm and 5mm, and so I'm warming that up, and we will get started. There are enough supplies to make 50 bookmarks, and I believe I paid $9.99 for this. And so here's the bookmark sleeves. Let's take a look at those real quick. Oh, look at that. Okay, let me see if one of mine fits in here. This is 2x6, and it does. It's perfect. Okay. All right, so I will go ahead and wait for my laminator to heat up, and then I will go ahead and make one. So I'm noticing something. This is a little wider than 2x6, and I'm trying to center this. And so you may want to cut your paper a little bit wider, maybe 2 1/8. And that would make it totally centered, or maybe even 2 1/4. I cut down a lot of 2x6 paper, so I'm going to stick with that and just try to center it. Okay, I laminated my first bookmark, and I'm very, very pleased. I'm going to run it back through this side on the back side because it did bend, and go from there, and then we will go ahead and punch the hole and put in a tassel. This, I think this is a great product because you just need a laminator. You don't need anything else. You already have the sleeves, and by the way, I don't know if I said it or not. I'm pretty sure I did, but you can make 50 of them for $9.99. And I think that's a great price. All you need to do is add your own paper. So here is the bookmark after I sent it back through. So let's go ahead and use the punch and see if it's functional. I mean, you could use any type of hole punch. Okay, there we go. And it puts it in the right spot, except for I didn't center it. That's okay. And I'll have to get used to centering it with that. But look at that. Okay. This is a great kit. It really is. I think. And I made another one. I'm going to run it back through. I usually run a bunch at the same time. But I am impressed. Okay, I'm very impressed. It's very professional. Very, very professional, and just, I think it's pretty. This is some Michael's paper. I cut down 6x6 pads, and I make 3 bookmarks from each sheet, and I think that's a great way to make bookmarks too, and it's just very easy. Or you could use any type of paper that you have around. Maybe you make your own paper. Who knows? I mean, maybe you're talented like that and know how to make your own paper. But there's the second one, and I think I'm going to put, let's see, I don't think that's going to, oh, here's the colors of the tassels. I think I'm going to have to put a pink one on this one, maybe a lighter pink. But the tassels are very pretty. They're high quality, well made, so that's not a problem. But, you know, you get the tassels and the sleeves to make the bookmarks I'm impressed, guys. I'm very impressed. This would make a great product for a craft fair, if you have a craft fair coming up, or if you're just, a book reader and you love making bookmarks. I know there's a lot of people that collect bookmarks, and you can make your own. All you need is a laminator at this point. And they make it easy because the sleeves are, you just pop your paper in there and then put it in the laminator, and that is it. So I'm going to go off camera and make all 50 of them and come back and show you. I think the hardest part about working with these is figuring out which tassel you're going to put on here. That, to me, is the hardest part. I wish there was a brown. There's no brown, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I will figure something else out. There is a tan, so I'll put a tan. But guys, I highly recommend this. And that hole punch, it definitely puts the hole where it should be, close to the top. You just have to make sure and try to get it centered. And it closes up for, easy storage. I mean, it's so small anyway, but you could use it on other projects. I think this is a great kit. This is what I've made so far. I am going to work on them and go ahead and complete 50 of them because I do have the paper cut down for all of these, and I will show you those. I'm very impressed though. Here's one I'm making right now. I want some metallic tassels, and I don't have any, but I will try to find some. But I'm going to use this kit and use the colors that I have. I will be back. Okay, I made the rest of the bookmarks, all but 4, okay? And so I have some observations. I had one tassel that came apart, but I'm sure that I can fix that. I don't have a, problem with fixing that. That's the only thing that I had a problem with. So here's the bookmarks. And another thing I wanted to tell you, that the edges are rounded. You don't have to do that. This is a very convenient bookmark kit. I am blown away with it. So I used double-sided paper for the most part. You're going to see that some of them I did not use double-sided paper. I actually used single-sided, and I just doubled it, and I'll show you that when I get to it. The hardest part was picking out the tassels. They do not have brown. They do not have really a lot of orange or anything, so you're limited, and there's no metallics. That's the only thing, but you can make it work. You can just, coordinate your paper, cut out your paper. This paper was already cut out, and so I had to go with it. Okay, so here is a single-sided. So it made the bookmark a little thicker, but I just doubled this is single-sided paper, and it worked. Okay, it's very, very cute. So, and I had a bunch of Halloween paper and then coffee paper. That's so cute. You could pair one of these bookmarks with a book as a gift for Christmas. Just think about that. Or, upcoming Valentine's or whatever you're making them for. If you have an Etsy shop, these are just so easy. This is the easiest thing, guys. And you don't have to use the tassels, or you can use the tassels in conjunction with, this is single-sided paper I put together. But you could use charms. You could use whatever you want on there. Ribbon, seam binding. And I made these colors work with that. And that's what I made, guys. I love this kit. I'm going to buy another one. I don't need this, but I am going to buy another one. And I mean, for only one tassel to fall apart, I love it. This is easier than me making my bookmarks like this and having to cut them all out. The time saved was amazing because, yeah, the time saved is amazing. All right, guys, you have a great day. Bye.